President Donald Trump says OPEC is doing little to help rising gas prices and claims if anything, they are driving prices higher. Trump tweeted Wednesday, "The OPEC monopoly must remember that gas prices are up, and they are doing little to help. If anything, they are driving prices higher as the United States defends many of their members for very little dollars. This must be a two-way street. Reduce pricing now." Last month, members of the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries cartel agreed to pump 1 million barrels more crude oil daily, a move that should help contain the recent rise in global energy prices. However, summer months in the U.S. usually lead to increased demand for oil, boosting the price of gasoline in a midterm election year. Trump appears to be unhappy with OPEC to the point where he even contemplated invading one of its members. At a meeting last August in the Oval Office to discuss sanctions on Venezuela was concluding, Trump turned to his top aides and asked an unsettling question, with a fast unraveling Venezuela threatening regional security: why can't the U.S. just simply invade the troubled country? The suggestion stunned those present at the meeting, including U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson and National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster, both of whom have since left the administration. The next day, August 11, Trump alarmed friends and foes alike with talk of a military option to remove Maduro from power. The public remarks were initially dismissed in U.S. policy circles as the sort of martial bluster people have come to expect from the reality TV star turned commander-in-chief. In the exchange that lasted around 5 minutes in the Oval Office, McMaster and others took turns explaining to Trump how military action could backfire and risk losing hard-won support among Latin American governments to punish President Nicolas Maduro for taking Venezuela down the path of dictatorship, according to an official. Share this article. Share. The official spoke on the condition of anonymity because of the sensitive nature of the discussions. But Trump pushed back. Although he gave no indication he was about to order out military plans, he pointed to what he considered past cases of successful gunboat diplomacy in the region, according to the official, like the invasions of Panama and Grenada in the 1980s. The idea, despite his aides' best attempts to shoot it down, would nonetheless persist in the president's head. Shortly afterward, he raised the issue with Colombian President Juan Manuel Santos, according to the U.S. official. TWO high-ranking Colombian officials who spoke on condition of anonymity to avoid antagonizing Trump confirmed the report. Then in September, on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly, Trump discussed it again, this time at greater length, in a private dinner with leaders from 4 Latin American allies that included Santos, the same 3 people said, and Politico reported in February. The U.S. official said Trump was specifically briefed not to raise the issue and told it wouldn't play well, but the first thing the president said at the dinner was, "My staff told me not to say this." Trump then went around asking each leader if they were sure they didn't want a military solution, according to the official, who added that each leader told Trump in clear terms they were sure. Eventually, McMaster would pull aside the president and walk him through the dangers of an invasion, the official said. Taken together, The behind-the-scenes talks, the extent and details of which have not been previously reported, highlight how Venezuela's political and economic crisis has received top attention under Trump in a way that was unimaginable in the Obama administration. Critics say it also underscores how his America First foreign policy at times can seem outright reckless, providing ammunition to America's adversaries. The White House declined to comment on the private conversations, but a National Security Council spokesman reiterated that the U.S. will consider all options at its disposal to help restore Venezuela's democracy and bring stability. Under Trump's leadership, the U.S., Canada and European Union have levied sanctions on dozens of top Venezuelan officials, including Maduro himself, over allegations of corruption, drug trafficking and human rights abuses. The U.S. has also distributed more than $30 million to help Venezuela's neighbors absorb an influx of more than 1 million migrants who have fled the country. For Maduro, who has long claimed that the U.S. has military designs on Venezuela and its vast oil reserves, Trump's bellicose talk provided the unpopular leader with an immediate, if short-lived boost as he was trying to escape blame for widespread food shortages and hyperinflation.